Howdy y'all, Joe Hills here, recording as I always do in Nashville, Tennessee, and today on the HermitCraft server, I'm learning that sometimes you can delegate tasks, but you cannot delegate responsibility. In particular, I asked the Beetlejuice to keep an eye on the museum, and apparently putting him in charge of facilities was not a good idea. I'm gonna let him keep working on the, electronics components portion of the museum exhibits, but yeah, I might be taking on things related to plumbing and, properly finishing the actual building, maybe getting some stairs or an elevator in, that sort of thing. Obviously, this place is huge, so there's a lot of stuff to get done. One of the things I was thinking about doing was taking advantage of every tool at my disposal, including the new tools in 1.21.6, like the Happy Ghast. Perhaps we could make a Happy Ghast elevator shaft inside of there, and maybe it'll play nice with the pufferfish, or scare them off or something. I don't know. Let's see if we can find a Happy Ghast. I heard that Happy Ghast like snow, so I brought a lot of snow layers and snow blocks here. And, there's a Happy Ghast now. I don't actually know how this one got here, but they're just, all over the server at this point. Somebody made, 1 million of them, and... Bud, you want some snow? You want all the snow? 19 snow. That's... Maybe he's like an ogre. And he likes layers. So we're gonna get above him here. Pew, 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 pew. He's not eating it. He does make cute noises, though, so that's a start. It seems like he's completely stopped moving now that I'm standing on top of him. If I jump... Does he move? It looks like he locked to the grid as well. That's interesting. Okay, so we're going to try throwing this directly into his mouth. He made a happy noise. But I think it's just going on the ground. Okay, well, we did bring some ice blocks as well. And some snow spheres. No luck. Maybe I have to hit him in the face with the snow sphere. Hey, come back! Dang it. Okay. Oh, okay, he's coming back. He did not make a happy noise there. That sounded like a damage noise. I don't think this is helping. Okay. Yeah, I have concerns. He's now mad at me and he's just like, no, I'm done. He does not want a life of service inside of an elevator shaft. He is just seriously out of here. Bye! He seems content to linger around the outside of the building there. So we're going to head over to our cattle farm and see if we can collect any leather to make some sort of harness. Hey, anybody want to be a sacrificial cow? Anybody want to be a sacrificial cow? We need to do a slaughter, but we're going to do it voluntary style. Whoever wants to be slaughtered, come on out. Oh, there's one. I don't know how many leather we need to make a harness. Anybody else want to be slaughtered? You'll live forever in the form of a harness that's technically dead. It's kind of like being undead, except you're like an outfit for a pet in a building. Kind of like you're the carpet of an elevator. Anybody? No? No takers? Okay, well, let's go find out if 3 is enough to make a harness. Okay, so according to the guide here, we need 3 leather, 1 wool, and 2 blocks of glass to make the harness. Because these, I guess, are the goggles. Now, the thing is, it won't let you use colored glass in here to make the harness. It forces you to use undyed glass, which is nonsense and needs to be changed. Mojang, I'm sure people have already filled out a bug report about that, because that's garbage and should be fixed. Okay, So if we try to make the green harness, lime harness, now we've got that. Can I put this on my own head? No. I cannot. Okay. Core concept, we are going to wander back out this way. And we're going to see... Okay. We have apparently clicked on this thing sufficiently. Will it just do... Will it go up? Okay, so spacebar seems to be go up. Is shift go down? Shift is not go down. How do you go down? How do you go down? Up is very slow. This is not suitable for an elevator, people. Hold on. Yeah, this is way too slow for an elevator. I'm really also, it really feels like shift should be down. Shift should be down. It's not. How do you go down when you're swimming? In Quake, it was like Z and X? No, Z is zoom. I don't even know what X does. Is X not bound to anything, shockingly? Load hotbar activator. Well, that's garbage. We don't need that. Unbind that entirely. So, I'm just going to keep hitting shift and being upset, I think. Doesn't seem good. So, I guess we'll just keep going until we hit the skybox, and then we'll see, does he, like, just go down on his own? Is there, maybe if I look down while pressing space? No. It's not a directional jump, I'll tell you that. Sorry about that, fighting game fans. Oh, hey, look, you can see the next exhibit for the museum coming in there, bit by bit. Okay. So, if I hold forward while looking at an angle, does it change the altitude as well? Is it like gliding with the elytra? Because with the elytra, if I tip my camera down while gliding, that feels like I'm descending. Okay. This is not a suitable elevator mechanism. I thought this was going to be a really cool, fun, quick elevator mechanism for inside of the museum. But this... Looking at this is not a fun or fast way to descend from floor to floor. So we're going to revisit that. Okay. So if I leave him harnessed and I jump off, will he keep wandering away again? Yeah, he's wandering now. He's inside the museum proper. Now, I'm curious, is his max height he'll fly relative to what's below him? Like, he couldn't get high... Yeah, it looks like he can go higher now because the floor of the museum is higher. He couldn't come over the wall from the front. But, okay. Bye. Okay. So, I probably should get some buckets and start cleaning this up here. Because I was hoping that the Happy Ghast would make friends with the Pufferfish, and then they'd all stop poisoning people. But that was clearly a dream. That was so delicate you could only whisper it. And I'm loud! So, okay, let's go get some buckets. I return with buckets of water. Interesting. So as soon as I land on him, he, like, pivoted so he's exactly on the grid. And then he'll just kind of meander about after that, but... Okay, as long as he doesn't go too far, I think we should be okay. In the meantime, I think I need an already full bucket to scoop up these guys. Dang it. There, we got one. Yeah, that one's... Yeah, you better run. You know I'm coming for you. There's a few of these right here. Oh, they can really dive when they want to, huh? This is not going quickly. Okay, we got that one. Okay, there it is. Okay. That might have been the last of them. That was 8. And a few of them have died on their own. I picked up a few random corpses about. But we should probably try to make sure that we've completely got all of them here. Well, that's not going to wash away the glow lichen, is it? No. It is not going to wash away the glow lichen. Fantastic. So that might have been all of them. And if that's the case, we can start working on a proper switchback staircase and bubble vader setup in here. Time skip. Howdy, Scar. What do you got for me?
I found these. They were broken. I repaired them, and I brought them back to you, Joe.
Hey, thank you, Scar. I was thinking about bringing something back to you earlier today, actually. You want to see where it ended up instead?
Yeah. I didn't want to put. Hold on 1 second. I didn't want to put that down on your floor. That would have broke the.
No, that's fine. I'm about to rip up this whole floor and put in stairs and stuff. Yeah. Well, not the whole thing, but yeah. So if you come out this way here, you might recognize some of the features inside this pond. You got to look real close. They're kind of small.
Are these from the trap?
Yep, I thought about bringing them over to your dolphin tank, and then I was like, you know what? No, that's too mean. I'm going to put them in the fountain here.
Oh, Joe, Happy Ghast at 3 o'clock. Do you want me to kill it?
No, I've actually got a harness on there. Yeah, you see it's chroma green. Okay. That's my colors.
Gotcha. Okay.
No, that one's good.
Joe, don't tell anybody. Don't say a word. But I think I may have killed 200 Happy Ghasts at this point.
Really? That's a lot.
My base, Joe. My base was entirely covered with Happy Ghast. Now, I love the Happy Ghast. I appreciate the Happy Ghast. But I can't have that much happiness in my life. So
no,
some of it
that's
had
too ghastly.
Go.
Yeah, I get it.
True. Yeah, I was a ghast, Joe. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Coming on the server and just... Whew, it was a lot, Joe. It was a lot.
Yeah, I just had the one, and I was Scar, I'm going to tell you, I almost went on one of your Disney-style rants when I was trying...
Oh, I love it.
I got on the Happy Ghast, and I was thinking to myself, I'm going to make an elevator shaft where you can go up and down riding on the Happy Ghast, and then I could put cool murals and stuff on the walls that people can see as they go up and down. Because those sandstone pillars they're supposed to be the elevator shafts for the museum, right? And I stand on the Happy Ghast, and I'm trying to find the go down button. And it's not shift. Every time I shift, I dismount it. So I'm like, oh, maybe I don't have swim down bound or something. Maybe it's supposed to be Z or something, and I just got unbound because of replay mod or something stupid. The only way to go down on a Happy Ghast elevator is to stare at the head of the Happy Ghast while pressing W. So no matter what sort of beautiful artwork I put on the walls, everybody's just going to be looking at the head of the Happy Ghast.
I get it, but I also hate it at the same time. I wish we could push shift. I wish there was a different key for getting on and off the Happy Ghast, because it's just so intuitive to push space to go up, shift to go down.
And space goes up. If they said, well, you know what? The gas doesn't go up when you press space. It can only fly forward in the direction you're looking. You know? I'd say that's fine. That's kind of like an elytra. But no, if you stand on it and you press space, it'll rise. It just won't descend. There's no descent button. It's indecent.
I know. I agree. I don't know. It's so wired in my head to push shift. I guess, you know, being in like creative or something like that, it just feels like that's the right way to do it. But I'm still trying to get used to it. But I really haven't had that much Happy Ghast time personally, other than ridding my base of like 200 gas that, dude, it was so laggy. They were tied to the tips of my trees too.
Really? Wow.
I almost broke my entire bow killing them all. Oh my God, it was the worst. Because the gas, there's a TPS issue when there's that many and something or other. Like the frames were next to none. It was crazy, Joe. It was crazy.
Wow, I've had my head down. You want to see what I've been working on, Scar? Come on over this way. Come on over this way.
Man, this place, Yeah. What in tarnation?
What?
Dude, there's all sorts of new stuff.
Yeah, I've been
I've been so
busy.
head down lately in my base, and then I'm feeling my best. Ooh.
I've been working on a model
Whoa,
of the
James Webb.
JWST.
Whoa, that's fantastic. Oh my God. You did great on that. Jeez.
Thank you. Yeah, that's a very small scale one. I decided to. I don't think I could get the body quite right at this scale. So if you want to come up this way, I'll show you the larger scale one I'm working on now.
It's a larger scale one.
Oh yeah. For the infrared exhibit, you can kind of see the armor stand that's still up here. I'm working on the
wow.
sticks that are going to hold the mirrors together.
Yeah, no, you did a fantastic job on that. I love the use of the honeycomb because it does have that that look like the mirror. I mean, that's fantastic. I love that.
Yeah, let me see if I can hide this guy
Have
real
you shown
quick.
Cub this? You'd love it too.
Well, I was gonna show it to him when I'm done, because like right now this is like work in progress. This is like
Yeah.
I started this earlier today, but one of the things I figured out that I'm really proud of is if you look at the back of the mirror, you see how the back is black. I put the head of one of the armor stands. The reason this carpet is right here, it looks like it's holding up the exhibit, but it's because the head of the rear honeycomb is just barely poking into this carpet here, which means there's no light on it. So rather than having a yellow honeycomb like normal, it's a black honeycomb.
Wow, that's neat. I really yeah. Yeah, that's clever. I love that.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, that's neato.
Yeah, I was trying to figure out if I could get the sticks that are going to go connect the main mirror to the smaller mirror. If I could get the heads of those armor stands inside of blocks too, without it being too obvious that I was doing it. Because there's, not a lot of the JWST that's brown, but there's no real, like, black rods in Minecraft. So I was like, well, if I could just use the stick texture, but have it blacked out, like silhouetted, that would be good enough. So I'm still playing with it, noodling, but yeah, I'm making a lot of progress.
It's incredibly recognizable. Like especially like the little one just coming around the corner, like instantly like James Webb.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, this one, because it doesn't have the 5 layers of heat shielding, it's not quite as recognizable. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, because those little side ruffles, that's what really tells you, like, it's more obvious than the honeycomb in some ways,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
That's cool. And this is the infrared
exhibit
over here.
Yeah, this whole the whole red platform is going to be the infrared exhibit. So this half of the museum is going to sweep the electromagnetic spectrum from radio up on that first platform to microwave, infrared. Visible light is going to be down there where that creeper is. We're going to have like a Hubble down there. Ultraviolet light across the way. And then like gamma ray and X-ray out there on the opposite side. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is coming in. One of the ideas I had was to put skylights over the areas that have exhibits so that during the day they'll be like, fully lit. And also that when people are flying over the museum, if they land on the roof, they can look down through the skylights and be like, oh, wait, what's that? Maybe I'll go in,
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool. I'm looking forward to seeing what you do with the Hubble too. That'll be a neat one.
Yeah, there's so much cool stuff. Like, I didn't realize how much research was going to be necessary to kind of curate a museum. Like, I knew on, like, an intellectual level, like, oh, yeah, you got to be pretty smart and hardworking to curate a museum. And I'm like, but I can fake it in Minecraft. No, there are some things you can't just fake in Minecraft. It's like figuring out what exhibits to go in here and stuff like that. Nope, that's an actual, intellectual challenge.
Yeah, that for sure. Well, this is really cool, Joe.
Oh, thank you. Yeah,
you got a lot done since I was here with Zuma the other day.
Yeah, I've just been kind of marathoning just project work right now because I know there's so much cool stuff on the server. Cub has the new mini golf, and there's all sorts of people playing TCG and stuff. But I'm just like, man, I was hoping to have this museum open like 2 months ago, and I'm putting in the first exhibits now. I need to do this sooner or later. It'll never get done, Yeah, that's
tennis,
my storage room.
Steeped in tradition.
Oh yeah. I heard there was a tennis game. I need to play that too. Yeah.
It's steeped in tradition, Joe.
But
Oh God, yeah. I've been trying to get as much done on the zoo as possible. So other than playing tennis, which, as you know, is steeped in tradition,
I've heard it's steeped in
I haven't
tradition.
seen much. So will it be a roof on top of this? Because I
Yeah,
didn't know
yeah.
you were doing another level up
So
there.
there's three atriums. The central atrium already has the same roof that the other two. The east and west atrium are going to have the
Oh,
same.
I see on this side. Okay.
Yeah, it's super time consuming precision work, and it's the sort of thing like getting the angles right on the glass is a pain. I'm learning a lot building on a diagonal, but like some of what I'm learning is that certain tasks are better for like when I can concentrate well, and some tasks are not concentration tasks or
Oh
whatever.
yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I
No,
mean?
I get it. Yeah.
But yeah, the lobby came together really well. I need to add some like little detail bits. One of the things I noticed exploring everybody else's stuff in the world tour is everybody has all these little armor stand pieces, and I had put a lot. I planned on doing a ton of armor stand work in the museum, but it was all like things I was thinking for exhibits. At no point did I stop and go like, "Oh, I need a little velvet rope here on either side to encourage people to go down there." But I'm like, oh, that is exactly the sort of stuff I should be figuring out.
You have an appointment with the Juppet.
Yeah, I'm gonna be getting the Juffet a little office and the Beetlejuice an office. So those are gonna be like more detail oriented projects showcasing
All
the
praise the Juppet. Oh, yeah. Oh, where's the water tower? Can you see it? Oh my God! What in tarnation?
that's the Sal over there. You want me
Now, I'm always a little confused on. Now, did Sal die?
you know, that's one of those cosmological theological questions I leave to the experts, you know.
True.
Um but I'm not gonna stand between people and their salvation.
Yeah, I was curious. Like, I thought it was like a head, like a Wilson, from
Hmm.
Chevy Chase, and he was on the island. He was
Yeah.
like on the UPS truck,
Yeah.
but but I'm like, but then what happened to the head? Like, where did it go? Did it disappear? Did somebody blow it up? Like,
No, I actually helped Jevin rescue it.
okay,
So
I was confused because now there's a big statue, and I feel like if there's a statue, that implies that creature is dead.
this is a
Unless like,
memorial.
okay,
Sal is, yeah, I don't know whether or not Sal is actually dead or if Jevin's just misusing the word memorial. But he did say he wanted to build a memorial for Sal.
okay.
So if you want to see the water tower, though, I don't know what your vendor distance is set at, but like let's group up maybe because it's far away.
Yeah, you had just started working on it last time I was over here. I've had to wear armor lately, Joe. It's quite
Why? Are the Happy
oh
Ghast shooting back?
Get shooting back. I've been moving guardians,
Oh, yeah, that'll do it.
dude. I found a guardian in my tree. Somebody put. I don't know what's been going on in my base lately, but there's been some shenanigans. I'll tell you that.
Boy,
It's
I'm
like you
missing
leave the
out.
kids home and they have parties in your base. They got happy gas everywhere. If you got a guardian in the tree,
Man, I need to get caught up on my exhibits so I can go party and trash people's bases. You know?
well, yeah. Apparently, that's been going on.
Man, back in last season, it's like I had all my work done, so Cub fan logs on. I'm like, hey man, you want to go party at Corrales' house? Or just trashing his garage, tipping over his kayaks or whatever. It's fine.
I saw Corrales on the other day or yesterday.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah, he was
I
on today too.
Oh, that's good. It's good to see Corrales back on.
Yeah, he's building out in the icy wilderness. He's got some sort of outpost out past XP crafted.
It's complete opposite of his tropical hideaway.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think he's wants to make sure that, he doesn't mentally overheat, because it's so hot out these days. He needs to just cool out.
It's true. It's true. He did look cold. His skin looked cold.
Yeah, he had a little parka. Thanks for hanging out, Scar.
All right. Well, enjoy your wings, Joe.
Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you for bringing those by. It sure was nice of Scar to drop by, but we've got more work to do. So I am going to head back in here and see if we can get lights installed in our terraforming storage room. The ceiling of our terraforming storage room is missing all the trapdoors that go on the lights, and I think we can get this guy in there. That is a very sad noise. We cannot get this guy in there. Okay. I considered that this might be a possibility when I was putting these lights in and thinking about this. I was like, well, one day when the Happy Ghast comes out, we'll just fly him in here, and that'll be perfect. I'm thinking the solution to that is we add a declination or a negative slope to the driveway here. And we just have this kind of roll in coming down that way. So how much space do we need for him to actually properly fit? More than we have, I'll tell you that. More than we have. Okay. So, assuming that that is enough, which maybe we shouldn't assume. Maybe we should actually go and fly the guy in here first, just to prove what Y level actually works. Okay, so we're going to see if this is enough. We've got some snow globes here. I've heard that that's supposed to, like, attract them. It does not seem to be... Well, no, he's gradually making his way down here. Okay. Cool. So now we have just swung aboard. And we'll find out. This might be low enough to get him through. Oh, dang it. But maybe not low enough to get me through. Hey, that worked, actually. We might benefit from cutting that a little bit lower so that I don't have to suffocate when I'm inside of there. That'd be a real fun treat for everybody involved, wouldn't it? But, yeah, the core concept is solid. Okay, so we'll just let him float around in here while I kind of patch this up. Time skip. Having constructed my trench, I'm feeling pretty good about this room, except for those lights. Those lights are still a partially finished abomination, and being able to ride the ghast around in here is great for all sorts of things. Like, watch this. See, I can ride the ghast over here and open that chest. I can open this chest. I don't need, like, any of these scaffolds anymore. They're dead to me. Dead to me, I say. Bye. Bye. That's not actually what I do at funerals. I don't just yell bye. I actually, like, look very somber. Hold on. I might not truly be sad about the end of that scaffolding, but I won't have a smile like that fella until I can get this ceiling beautiful to behold. And I think we need to visit Logland. Isuma has a fancy auto-crafted machine that will make us all the trapdoors we need for that ceiling, and Logland is very ghast-friendly. So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to fly over there with our Happy Ghast, but there might be other Happy Ghasts over there. So to distinguish him from the others, we're going to go ahead and get a name tag in here. And I'm thinking Emeraldy. Woo! That's short for Emerald Diana. So we can just name tag. Did that both name tag and fly up onto there? There's no way to tell until we jump off. Hey, it did work. Excellent. And we can test our trench now. Here we go. Everybody loves a beautiful trench. That's why Star Wars was so popular. Trench running with a ghast. You know, this is okay, but I feel like it's kind of weird just slowly sitting here. So I had a few things I wanted to show you guys. Oh, I forgot the JWST armor stand is still partially constructed over there. We'll fix that later. Well, we'll get to back to the museum and have the Juppet clean up his mess in a little bit. But I wanted to show you, I'm using Hinkelmax's Camutils mod to switch my view further away. So now, because I have spacebar bound to my foot pedal, we can just get a nice little stretch in. Got my arms on either side, making sure my wrist muscles don't seize up. Playing a lot of Minecraft all day doesn't mean I don't need to take care of my body. Woo! And look, the ghast is still ascending slowly. Slowly. So, here's what I'm thinking. It would actually take quite a while to fly Emeraldy all the way to Loglands. Where is Logland? Logland is out that way. There. Okay. But if we put Emeraldy on a lead and then glide with our Elytra to Logland, we should be fine. Now, this does still require us to get pretty high up in the sky with Emeraldi before we start our traversal, but it'll save us a lot of time in the long term, and it gives me a little time to wiggle it out. Get those back muscles loosening up. Yeah, wiggle it out. Stretch those arms. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Yeah! See, I feel better already. I am not looking at this as something that's slowing me down, but as something that's freeing me up. We are going to ascend above the build height level, and then hopefully attach a lead and glide down. I've never actually done this, but I've heard that this should work. So here we go. Let's switch our view back to the first person. Okay. We're going to press Shift. Now we're standing on top of Emeraldi. Gonna get a lead out. Okay. And now, I'm gonna look toward Loglands, and we're gonna glide. Is that working? That's working! That is working shockingly well. Adjusting our course there. Oh, fantastic! I was thinking this was going to be something that ended up in some sort of cringe fail compilation. But instead, it's just me and Emeraldi soaring slowly, but not as slowly as if we wafted toward Logland. Slowly, but still faster than the disaster of drifting slowly toward Logland. Woo! Are we going to hit Doc's little machine there? Nah, we still got plenty of clearance. Fantastic. And I mean, even if halfway we did have to land and ascend again, we'd still be so far ahead time-wise. We're in great shape. We're in great shape. There are quite a few Happy Ghasts, as Scar indicated, flying around over there, but that isn't our problem. That sounds like a Jevin, Joel, Impulse, and everybody else over here problem. So we are going to begin our descent into Loglands. You can't hold shift to descend. Okay, here's what we're going to do. We are going to look straight down and press W into Loglands. There we go. That's the spirit. I'm learning. Bit by bit, I'm learning. This is a really... I'm so used to flying in instantly. And so I don't get this, like, slow motion, zooming in experience like we're getting here. This is kind of neat, actually. Ooh. Loglands. This whole area is full of automation. Asuma showed us during a World Tour stream the other day how he has, like, thought through auto crafting and auto farming, basically every wood-related thing in the game. After taking quite the tour around here, we found the Crimson Trapdoor machine, as well as the Warped Stem Trapdoor machine. There's a bunch of other levels, each with their own set of machines for different constructions. However, it doesn't look like the mangrove farm is actually hooked up to anything. We are going to just have to go collect logs, turn them into planks, and then trapdoorify those planks. But you know what? That's okay. Asuma's still saving us a ton of time by offering to share with us here. So we're going to come through here. This is the actual mangrove farm. And it drains when it actually harvests the mangroves into these chests. So thank you again to Asuma for letting us grab some stuff here. We actually need a bunch of these trapdoors for some other lighting issues around the base. So we're going to grab 3 there, but we are going to use all of them. That's not just me being greedy. And then from there, I think we can just swing back up to Emeraldi and be on our way out of here. Looks like that lead held, shockingly. And so we begin our ascent in order to decorate the ceiling of our terraforming inventory space. Here we go. Time skip. Now that we got all these trapdoors, it's time to start slapping them on the ceiling. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to do that very well in third-person mode. So, let's see. That was not promising. Nope, that was not even close. That's not better. We're gonna switch to first-person mode, the mode of the Minecraft enthusiast. Okay. I can't even break this. Okay, apparently while you're sitting on there, you can't break things quickly. So it might be easier to just, like, stand on the ghast. Although, it feels like I should be able to just fly around like this. Yeah, there we go. Now we're getting a good rhythm. You know what I should do is I should probably just spiral inward. So that way we're not making as many radical turns. Okay. That one's a weird one. I don't love that being all back in that corner there, but whatever. Okay, I feel like I'm slightly... We're going to look up and press backwards, because that's apparently the best way to descend here. Then we're going to work our way around here. Yeah, this is going okay. This could be worse. This is precisely the perfect tool for this job. This is going still way faster than me scaffolding all these. Hey, that is a pretty nice looking storage room. We got all our terraforming supplies. We got our lights looking pretty decent. Like I said, we'll go tweak those real quick. Got our trench in here. Speaking of our trench, perfect for going to get the remainder of those supplies. Oh, I do need to move the JWST elements back down. Let's see if we can do that real quick. I moved each of these up exactly 20 blocks, so that way we could work on our trench. So if we just hit -20, that should put them both back exactly in place. Great, there's one of them. And -20 on that one. Done. Oh, perfect. We need to set them both to be invisible again. Forgot to set them to invisible. So you can still see the wood sticking up there. But, core concept. Yeah. It's coming together. We're almost out of time for today, but I have taken a moment to get these stairs in. They're not perfect. They're lacking a few things. Signage, for example. You know, when you go up or down the stairs, you want to know what number floor you're on. So I'm going to have to come back through here with some banners and figure out the bubble vaders, then that top attic area. But you know what? We had fun hanging out with Scar and our Happy Ghast, and we've got plenty more to do. So, wow. I was going to end the thing, but I realized we need to thank Patreon patron Salem for making this episode mid-roll ad-free. In lieu of the mid-roll ad, I will now present a poetry prompt of my own devising, so you can write a poem about the following concept in the YouTube comments section below. Wishing Pufferfish. Until next time, y'all, this is Joe Hills from Nashville, Tennessee. Keep adventuring.